Hello everybody and welcome back to more of the Inquisitor series where we are finishing talking to all of my companions and then we get to start Corellia.
Housaip, sai uren sa sayans, du sayan fraua.
Thank you, Chem. I'm honored.
Paulos ja silvanas ja taimarpaus, aiklas John, laune kai in kudaitin.
Yes, thank you, apprentice. This body has some remarkable abilities. I'm beginning to rather enjoy it.
Go away, Zash. Now.
That's not very polite, after all I've done for you. You're nothing without me, and you know it.
Jawais from Bamadaga, I housted him, neevle lidem.
Man, I really don't like how she just kind of butts her head in there. I know a couple of you are like, but I want you to keep Zash. But I hate Zash. I plan on killing her. She wanted to kill me. What do you want from me?
But I Korriban ist, nie fragile Frau John, kupainana. I gagai wrapup Fraujins ala patak galakai in alama.
She is tormenting you, making you too paranoid to rest.
Unswekon pose warpai nupai insats jains once John. Ungas I've nono, jape siglos fraudnos jus, jape reika jape.
What do you suggest I do?
Ja uste ans alfrost no job, diabulus afstop fara.
It will be my pleasure.
Jape sweepa perswi ingela benai gapwas dai.
I thought he'd never relent. He's been unusually stubborn lately. I can barely get a word in edgewise.
He thinks you're plotting against him.
He's no fool, I'll give him credit for that. It's clear the two of us can't share this body for much longer. One of us must win, and I don't intend to lose. But I need your help.
If it'll shut Chem up, I'm all for it.
You've always been so helpful. I believe I can replicate Tulakhold's ritual without the help of the artifact. It won't be an exact copy, and whoever gets cast out will die. When the time comes, I'll need you to convince khem'val to go quietly.
That's easier said than done.
I trust you'll think of something.
Ababarna habens, glaubena, ni in usakwai, usiterens apipao. In pamalhap fralet forte fuima, alisos kaskaf tais.
Just let her think that I'm buying into her games and then we'll destroy her. Ha!
Lord, I look forward to training with you.
You are my apprentice, not my slave. There's no need to be obsequious.
Yes, Lord.
I don't suppose Harkon has bothered to teach you anything useful, like the Sith Code?
Kill or be killed.
An interesting way of putting it. That will do.
Command me, and I will strike, my lord.
I really like his character. He's just so cool. Although, I have to say, I am a little disappointed with the writers. They added him so late that you don't really get to connect to him as much as you do, like, with Adronicus or with, like, even Talos and stuff like that. So it makes me disappointed that I didn't have him sooner. I think instead of doing the whole Voss thing, they could have had him come along with me and been a major part of that, but they didn't, which is quite unfortunate.
My lord, Thanaton has wasted no time. He's cut off transport from this sector and trapped you here.
If I can't move around Corellia freely, I can't win the Kagath.
Thanaton wants you powerless. My fleet is on its way, but it's useless as long as we're trapped here. Darth Charnas can help you with the transport problem, but we need to understand what we're up against if we're going to counter it.
He can't expect me to stay trapped. He'll have a plan, and I want to be ready for it.
I have my best analysts working on getting you all the intelligence we can, my lord.
My lord Moff Pyron, Thanaton's removed the commander of the 115th at the island's outpost. He's sent Lord Scar to take over.
Scar is Thanaton's apprentice. Thanaton probably intends to secure a victory in the Kagath by winning the battle at the island's outpost. But I'd be wary.
Do you think it could be a trap?
I'd count on it. Still, Lord Scar will be aware of his master's long-term plans. That knowledge could be priceless.
Thanaton expects me to try to kill Scar. But what if I win him to my side?
It will certainly thwart Thanaton's plans. A sure victory in the Kagath. Whatever you do, find out as much as you can about Thanaton's schemes. Good intel is key to victory.
Also, because I keep getting this question, so I figure I may as well answer it here so that way everybody knows this gear is from the cartel market. I bought it off the GTN. That's what I do with all of the cartel market stuff. There you go. That's where I got it. However, now we have to go and find this Lord Scar, which sounds a little pretentious even for a Sith. But let's find him, let's crush his will, and let's cause him to want to be on my side rather than Thanaton's.
Enough of this. To your posts. Are you Imperials or dogs? We will consume this galaxy in fire before this war is done. Fall behind and you will burn too.
Lord Scar, what a pleasure to finally meet you.
Don't pretend on my account. We both know how this ends. Imperials, attack this Sith. She is a traitor to the Empire.
Yes, my lord.
I have no wish to kill Imperial soldiers. This is between me and Scar's master.
Don't listen to her! Attack!
Forgive us, Lord.
I tried. I wanted to save them, but they just were unsavable. They were so dedicated to this guy that there was no way, really, to get them on my side. I mean, I could have force persuaded them, but what fun is that? Actually, it's a lot of fun, so don't listen to me. However, it's worth noting that this isn't just a fight between us and the Republic, you know? It's not a fight between just me and Thanaton. It's pitting the Empire versus the Empire, which is never a good place to be. And in fact, that's the Empire's greatest weakness, is itself. Because it has things like this happen, where you get so caught up in the, I guess, persona of being a Sith, that the Sith end up fighting amongst themselves more than they do the actual enemy. And it's what causes the Sith Empire to usually fall. Not very good for the Sith Empire, if you ask me. But, I mean, you saw there, they were really loyal to this guy, and they had no reason to be.
I relent. I relent. You can have your Kagath mark. Go on.
My quarrel isn't with you. Surely you don't want to die for Thanaton.
I'd rather die for him than you, unless you have a better offer.
Tell me what Thanaton's plan is, and I'll spare you.
Do you think I'm afraid to die? I am Sith. I fear nothing.
Thanaton certainly has you well trained.
Shut up. I am not Thanaton's dog. If I help you, you have to promise you'll protect me from Thanaton.
Ah, now I understand why you've been his apprentice all these years. Fear. So be it. You have my protection.
My fear is the reason I'm still alive. Moff Pyron's fleet is your best asset. Thanaton plans to destroy the fuel refinery, so the fleet can't refuel. Without fuel, your fleet is useless.
Now you've got me interested.
The Solonian tunnels? He's using them to enter the refinery and plant the bombs to destroy it. Hurry. If you don't stop Thanaton, the fuel lines will be destroyed, and your fleet will be stuck.
He's actually incredibly weak. It barely took any type of negotiating with him at all to get him to talk. I mean, he offered him his life. He said, I don't care about my life. And then I just said, well, you're a dog. And he went, okay, I'll talk, I swear.
Thanaton plans to enter the fuel refinery through the Solonian tunnels and destroy it.
I knew Thanaton was determined to stop you, but this... The fleet is scheduled to arrive at Corellia shortly, but we can't refuel without that refinery. If he is allowed to destroy the refinery, you might as well surrender the Kagath now.
I protect my resources, Pyron. You can depend on that.
Get to the Solonian tunnels, quickly!
Once again, a woman of her word, and you're seeing that pretty directly with her just straight up saying, look, don't worry, I got this under control. Just let me do my job, and then you can do yours with blowing him up and that whole thing, which is fun, right? I mean, you get to blow up more Imperial ships that we probably shouldn't be blowing up because we're fighting on Corellia against the Republic, and this is just, it's not a good situation to be in, and you'll see the effects of that when we get into the Rise of the Hutt cartel stuff. However, we're not there yet. Although it is worth mentioning some Rise of the Hutt cartel news, which is that today, in fact, there should be a guide up for Scum and Villainy. It should be for Dashrood. It takes about, you know, giving you guys a little bit of insider information here, it takes about 5 hours per guide to make one of those things, because I suck at doing any type of scripted stuff, so I have to re-record the little pieces, like, I don't know, like a million times before I get them right. I don't know what it is, but it does sound best when it's like that in the end, especially for a guide. So I'm doing that. Plus I have to edit them together, which is very difficult, and add all the cool little things that I add, just to make it a good guide. And really, I mean, you guys wanted a guide from me because you really like my HK guide, and that's cool. I really appreciate that. However, in order for me to want to do more of these boss guides, I really need these videos to get a lot of views. So help spread the word. If you're ever in a group and you're like, you know, this person totally doesn't know these, like, Scum and Villainy fights, just send them over our way and show them the guides, because they'll be really helpful guides, and I'm pretty sure you guys are going to like them a lot. However, because they take 5 hours each to make, which means they will start to trickle out over the next few days, I have it all recorded, I just need to put it together, and that's the hard part, really. So forgive me if they don't come out all at once, but it does require a lot of work, which also brings me into the last thing that I needed to say, which is I've been saving the end of the Inquisitor series, basically I guess the last part where I fight Thanaton and all that, like the end of Corellia and, you know, then on, for when 2.0 came out, because I wanted the new abilities, I wanted to test this out with the series. I also wanted my new computer parts, so I've recently recorded that stuff, and it's pretty sweet, so you'll get a little bit of a taste of what the new video content will be like with the whole recording and over 60 frames per second.
Not bad, but not enough. Now everyone sees your weakness. You've saved your fleet, but you've let the enemy slip from your grasp.
Oh dear. Well, we better turn off that valve in order to make sure this whole place doesn't explode. However, in the next episode, we'll continue on Corellia, and we'll try to get as far as we can into it, so that way we can finish up the Inquisitor series, and then start on the smuggler stuff for patch 2.0.